Alrighty guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today is day 992 of my ketogenic journey. For those of you just tuning in to me, I have lost 145.2 pounds so far, and I've got about 54.8 more to go to goal of 111.8 pounds, just so I can say I've lost 200 pounds on keto. Now, I might not reach that goal, but that's all right. It don't matter. I take you along my journey every single day, and I help anybody else who wants to learn how to do keto for free, either through my comment section, the contact information in the description below, which is my email address, and my Facebook page. If you'd like to add me as a friend, I'll talk to you there too. Also, I have a website, ketodiamond.com. Everything's written out plain, simple, and free for anybody to go look at. Website link is in the description as well. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell if you love me. If you've already subscribed, I really appreciate it. You guys, y'all make the world a much brighter place for me. So, let's rant, rave, and misbehave, Keto Diamond style, in the car. I guess technically let's ride.
3, 2, 1.
All right, y'all, so we're feeling extra starvy today. We both got 3 junior bacons each. Today I had 2 of these thin slice sandwich stuffer pickles and 1 keto fat bomb, or slim fast keto fat bomb. All right, so Karina made some deviled eggs. We're going to share what's left of them. This is with the Easter eggs she made the other day, which we did not get to hide and hunt because, you know, the weather was ridiculous. But anyway.
They still have blue and stuff on them because the dog, but it's okay.
Yeah, we still had a great Easter Monday even though we didn't have no power and stuff. The boys played and they were so cute. Right, so directly following the 3 deviled eggs from my daughter, I'm having a cheeseburger salad at 8 p.m. Anthony just woke up. He's going to get some too. Hold on, you'll get some. With 200 grams of ground beef, 2 slices of cheese, lettuce, mayonnaise, and organic ketchup. You're getting some. Hold on. Calories and macros per MyFitnessPal website. 1,718 calories, 26 grams of total carbohydrates, 144 grams of fat, and 83 grams of protein. Gotta get that protein higher. Gentlemen, this is one of the most dangerous things in the South. It's called a trailer hitch. And if it ain't getting your kneecap or your shin bone,
it gets the baby in the head.
The baby just crawls and catches it in the head. He does. It's technically my truck. I just have to buy a new tire for it. Unfortunately, they're, you know, not cheap. Oh, damn gumballs. By the way, in the South, that's another danger. Being barefoot and walking on one of these damn things. Evil. I need a tire. I want to start driving my truck. Oh, it's got debris all over it and dirt.
There's a lot deeper than the other one. Like, it definitely got my pants wet.
Hey, Daddy, where'd he go? Oh. Grandpa's over there watching the babies. There is mud between my toes.
Jay!
Well, I can't take videos if you just take your diaper off and let him run.
Okay, I guess it's true. These gumballs are everywhere.
Yeah, and they hurt. I just grabbed one while ago with my toes. Hey guys, I forgot to tell you later in the video, so I'm going to pop this in the middle. We did get the $2,400 stimulus package today, direct deposited into our account. So if you file taxes or you're expecting one, keep an eye out for it. It was pretty cool, but unfortunately, we're not going to get to use it. The whole $2,400 is going to have to go to hubby's oral surgery. But I just thought I'd let you know that it did come in today, and you guys should check it out. And hopefully, I get these groceries in, and then I can take some stuff to the dump. See my truck loaded up. All right, you guys, so you saw all that, right? You saw what I ate. You saw what the grandbabies did when we didn't have power yesterday. Yeah. So we were hungry. Me and hubby, we felt like we were starving to death. We took our grandson and we got some Wendy's. Didn't have a choice. The lines at every fast food restaurant in town were all the way back to the road. Every last one of them. And since quarantine started, there's been no lines in any of them whatsoever. So that was kind of interesting. I assume it's because a lot of people were out of power yesterday. Now, luckily, the linemen came out pretty quickly. By the time we actually made it out, made it back home, they were out there in mass. There was a lot of lineman trucks. There were tree cutters, everybody was out there. So we didn't break out the generator. We just played outside for a little while with the grandbabies, and they had a good time. That was Anthony's first mud hole, by the way. And it was cute to see him. I was so surprised because of the weather we had had the night before, how extremely hardcore windy it was, how wet, the rain, it just poured and poured and poured. But that wind apparently had just dried the grass right out, because it didn't even feel like it had rained from the grass standpoint. The mud holes were hot feeling. They were good and warm. It was a nice day yesterday. Very nice. It's not bad today, but sorry, y'all, my nose tickles. But, as a result of spending a lot of time outside, my allergy having self has a lot more allergies. I woke up coughing pretty hard this morning. A lot of congestion and stuff. My ear was even draining and leaking, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of times stuff gets stuck up in my ears or in that drain pipe or whatever. But so it was okay that it was leaking, but I wish all of it would come out. Just be done with it. But it was a beautiful day. We just couldn't cook or do anything at home, so we did have to go out the first time to have a meal. And the second time, y'all, I was like, you know what, let's just wait, because they're out there, they're working hard, we see them out there in mass, so we were trying to wait for them to get done. Well, they all left, and everybody on the road but us and a few other people had power. I was like, hold up, hey, what's the deal here? Everybody else got power, we ain't got none. Come on, man, don't do this to us. We'll make you a priority, we'll be right out, miss. And I gotta tell you, I'm very, very pleased by the response that we got, because they said over 200,000 people were without power yesterday. And in our area, when I originally called it was only affecting 57 people. So for them to get out there, fix it, and then have to come back, because only a few people at that point didn't have power, was amazing. And they did it very quickly. When I called the second time, I saw one of the guys, driving by, and they were looking at all the lines. And we live on a dead-end road, so I just kind of walked out and said, do you know what's going on now? We haven't gotten an update or anything. He said, yeah, it was just a teeny tiny piece. We're about to go live. I'm just checking to make sure all the other lines are good before we go hot. I was like, okay, great, awesome. So we had waited to pull out the generator. We do have a nice large generator that runs pretty much everything-ish anyway. You'd have to turn off the hot water heater and anything that pulls real hard and heavy, but the generator does really well, and it supports 2 homes that everybody can watch some television and little things here and there, and not be so bored. But we didn't pull it out because they were out there working, and we knew it wouldn't be super long, and the generator's heavy and it's kind of a pain in the butt to do. So we waited until they had everybody else's power up and they had left. I was like, oh hell, excuse my language, y'all. I know some of y'all don't like that, but anyway, I was like, we got to do something about this. And when I called, we went ahead and pulled out the generator, and we used the generator for probably about an hour before they actually had our power back on. I could kick myself now. We should have just pulled it out and had it all day, but it's all right. At least, like I said, the grandbabies got to go out and play. The only problem was the sinuses and allergies hitting me pretty hard, where the coughing and my ear draining and all that this morning. Oh, let's talk about the elephant in the room. PMS always gives me at least one, but it usually doesn't show up unless I mess with it. I could not leave that thing alone. I just kept messing with it and popping at it, and it never did pop, but I got a nice little sore there now. So that's my fault. I did it. Whatever, though, right? Now, yesterday, when the power was out and we were waiting so patiently but also impatiently for them to get the power back on, and trying not to go out to get a second meal to eat, we did, well, I can't say we, hubby snacks all the time anyway. That has nothing to do with me. But I did go over there and have those 2 pickles and that 1 fat bomb, because I was starving at this point, and I was thinking, we're going to end up having to go out to eat, and I don't really want to. I was trying to hold off on everything. And like I said, about an hour later, the power was back on. I was able to cook. And that cheeseburger salad looked pretty daggone good this time around. The day before, I couldn't even force myself to eat it. But yesterday, I was like, oh yes, I'm eating this. I'm ready for this. So yeah, just let yourself get hungry. You need damn near anything. Forgive my language. I'm sorry. See, I'd like to clean up my channel, make things a little crisper, a little cleaner, a little clearer looking, a little less distractions. It's just very hard to do when you have no real personal space of your own. Everything, there is people everywhere. And even if they're not everywhere, there's no place to set up where there's not going to be some sort of distraction. But it's okay. So, There was some other things I wanted to tell you. Oh, I probably should tell you on my way in real fast. So, as a result of the pickles and the fat bomb, which probably don't affect most people as far as weighing goes, but my body's super sensitive, so my weight did not change. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in here so people can see it. It says Wheel of Fortune time, but I think I'm gonna have to like replace the batteries in my scale very soon. I'll tell you about it because I've got like 6 different numbers this morning. We'll just go with this one, 167.2. That's about the middle of what I've been getting today, so I don't know. So it didn't change at all. It's still 167.2, which is not bad. I'm not crying about it, but it would have went down probably for not the pickles or the fat bombs, and maybe even that third junior bacon. Although on occasion, I will have one of those if I feel like I'm super hungry. A third one, just not in general. I am headed to Wally World right now. I know we really shouldn't be out, but as you can see by the cars passing and around me, you know, it's kind of funny. Davie County has 21 cases, and we've had 21 cases for over a week, but the counties next to us have like doubled and tripled. It doesn't mean we ain't gonna get hit hard, but so far we've had 21 cases and 2 passings of people up in their ages who did have underlying health conditions. It's very sad because, you know, somebody's losing their mom or grandma or their grandpa or their dad. Or I don't want to be one of those people, and I know that none of you do, or want to be the ones that someone loses. So it is very important that we just keep making our next meal keto and keep pushing. And on that line, I am back strict keto. Yesterday was supposed to be strict keto too, but with the power being out and me being stupid, I had the pickles and the fat bomb. So, and for many people, pickles will not bother you any at all, but they do me. And it drives me crazy because I love pickles and I love cucumbers, especially a good salted cucumber sliced up. It's really yummy. But for some reason, it stalls my weight loss. It's not fair, but it does. About the only vegetable I can get by with without going up in weight or staying the same is lettuce. I mean, I know it's not made of very much, but then again, neither is a cucumber. Not very many calories and stuff in that. When I first started keto, though, I mean, I ate dirty keto like crazy and could just drop. I sailed through weight. But the further and further down I get, the least likely I can do that. The more the ingredients have to be pretty much pure and basic. Can't do the nightshade thing, which is peppers and tomatoes. I do tomatoes still, y'all see that, but there may come a point that I drop my organic ketchup, although I don't think it's bad. Right now it seems to be working. I'm going to use it a little bit here and there because honestly, guys and dolls, I've utilized the same foods so much that if I continue the way they taste, I can't eat them. I have to change the taste a little bit. I have to alter it a little bit here and there. And the small amount of the organic ketchup helps me. Again, I can't have sugar free, but the organic ketchup has very few grams of sugar in it. I use about half a serving most of the time. So it's like 1.5 grams of pure sugar or added sugar. So it's not the best thing I can do, but it is one of the best things I can do for me in my journey because, again, if I continue to eat them tasting exactly the same, the way I have to eat, which is extremely basic keto, extremely strict for my weight to continue to go down. Now, if I was maintaining, I would be perfectly fine. I wouldn't have any of these troubles. But since I'm still trying to drop, and really I don't have to, at 166.6, which is not the best number in the world, hold on, I'm going to try to make sure I can park here. Yeah, okay. Sometimes they put them little midget cars in here and you can't get in the daggone spot. Am I the only one? Yeah, there goes one behind me. Haha, beat you to it before you could trick me. Sorry. So, again, it's not the best thing I can do for my body, but the way I have to eat, so plain and so basic, if I don't change the taste once in a while, I can't eat it. Like, my body will be just like, we're not eating that. We'll just rather starve, and I don't want to do all that. So, yeah. Hold on, look without my sunglasses. What was I going to say to you guys? Oh, I want to remind folks that, and I get a lot of emails a lot of times, you know, how can I get on keto and just stay on it like you have? Because I'm not perfect, but I'm consistent. I've been keto for over 2.5 years, coming up on three years now that I've been keto. and I've stayed keto. I've had moments of weakness. I've cheated. I've had treats and a little bit of everything else. I've done some crazy stuff trying this, that, and the other. But how can they stay keto? They can't seem to, some of them can't seem to bring themselves to stay keto. Again, it's about consistency, not perfection. But that's the one thing, again, I can't help you with. You have to kick your own butt and say, this is something I want for my life. You have to make yourself do it. That's the one area I can't be there standing over you going, don't eat that. Because even I'm not perfect. And sometimes, like my husband, I think it was yesterday with the fat bomb, you shouldn't eat that. You don't want to eat that. And I'm like, just get away from me. I'm going to eat it anyway. So, you can't make people do anything. If I could, my mom, my daughter, my daughter-in-law, well, I'll be keto, okay? I can't force anybody to do it. I can't force you to do it. I can only tell you that you have to be strong. You have to fight yourself for it. You have to really want it and really desire it and say, this is how it's going to be. Sorry, gut. This is what we're going to do. And it's less of a gut than more of a mental, because your brain's the one that kicks in and says, yeah, but nobody's watching. And the only person you're cheating is yourself when you do that. And it's the same when I do it. I am the only person I'm cheating. So it's important for us to know ourselves, to say, look, this is how it's going to have to be. I've heard so many people, I can't let go of my bread and my potatoes. Yes, you can, because I thought I couldn't let go of my bread and my potatoes either. I thought I couldn't go a week without chocolate. I thought all these things, and I did just fine, and so will you. So make your next meal keto, and no matter what happens, keep pushing. This dude is looking at me crazy. I can see him even though he's wearing a mask. So that is odd. Now look, I'm not down on anybody for wearing a mask. Absolutely, if you have them, rock them. It's weird to see now, and I guess it's just the change of the time where I'm here and I'm like, I would never think we would go in Walmart and see all these people wearing masks and gloves, which technically probably during flu season it'd be better if we did. We don't always do what we should do though, do we? And I feel kind of like a rebel right now going without a mask, but I don't own one. I did try that whole t-shirt thing. That didn't work out too well. Somebody did, he did mention using a sheet because they're more tightly knitted, but I didn't. I just have to go in here and get some laundry detergent and stuff. I don't have much of a choice. Otherwise, we gonna be walking around stanky. In which I was pleased to get out to today by myself a little while and just chill. Hubby will probably do a video tonight. I'm not real sure. His channel is Mr. Katie's Keto and Fitness. If you would like to check him out, the link is in the description below. My daughter, Rambo Chick, does have a channel, but she's waiting for her bedroom to be finished. They've built themselves a 12 by 20 bedroom. It's going to be nice and large. It's going to have plenty of room for everything that they want in there, and she's going to do her videos there. So she's just holding off till she gets into the room and has a decent place to do videos. And personally, I can't wait for this. I'm not sure I'm going to have a decent place to do videos still, but I would like to find an area in my house that I could, again, make crisp and clean and look really, really nice and presentable for videos, because I don't really have that, and I'd like that. So anyway, guys and dolls, I did ask the other day for opinions. What are some things I can do to change my videos to make them better, to make you more interested in them? I know if you love somebody, you love them and you don't really care about the background or where they're sitting, but I'm curious. So y'all let me know. All my contact information is below. You can get Shashka bracelets, which of course I dearly love, below. They're very inexpensive, handmade, guaranteed for life, and guaranteed to fit. They come in all shades and colors. The link's below, and with my link you get 50% off of something that's not that expensive anyway. They're awesome. A lot of links below. I've got Orgain. I've got Lakanto monk fruit sweeteners. I've got the Keto Mojo. All of them. The reason I'm telling you about them is because below I can offer a discount, and you can use that link and save some money if you want this item. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But if you do want to save some money on these products and want to try them, use the discount below, All right, so I will talk to y'all soon. Much love to you. Bye, guys and dolls.